Hey Fort Osage, on this week's episode we take a look at Fort's astounding win over rival Grain Valley and see how students were able to learn all about potential careers.
Also, we find out what the next step seniors will be taking after graduation. Sports updates and your weekend weather report coming to you after the break.
Hey Fordo, welcome back to Travel Review. I'm Aaliyah Arnold.
And I'm Tegan Shockley. Today is Friday, October 24, 2025, and here's what you need to know at Fordo.
Campus Grounds, in partnership with Jeremy Blackman First Class Real Estate, are hosting the Boo Bash tomorrow from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at Campus Grounds. Join the fun with trunk or treat, face paint, games, and more. Celebrate the spirit of Halloween with the community in a safe space.
Now to our Friday forecast. Hey Braden, how is the weather shaping up for you this weekend?
Hey guys, it looks like there's going to be some chilly days ahead. I'm Braden Eisen, this is your Friday forecast. On Friday during the game, it looks like it'll be raining all Friday with a high of 54 and a low of 50. On Saturday, the rain will carry on as we see a high of 55 and a low of 50. Now on Sunday we get some sun, not a lot, but high of 58, low of 50. And on Monday, same story as always. High 58, low 45. I'm Braden Eisen, and that's it for your Friday forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Braden. Fall is finally here.
I'm not looking forward for the rain at the game tonight. Fort hosted Grain Valley football for Friday Night Lights last week in heated matchup. Fort Osage reporters Ryan Davidson, Zachary Fitzwater, and Micaiah Cooper take us to the sidelines.
On October 17th, the Fort Osage Indians faced off in a heated rivalry match against the Grain Valley Eagles. Senior wide receiver Nick Pinneman had a good game with a total of 83 passing yards and 1 touchdown. In a highly anticipated game like this one, senior Leniva Faye Tao hopes that there's a lot of energy for the student section.
I hope we bring a lot of hype to this game and a lot of excitement because this is our rivalry game and it's the best game of the season. So,
fellow senior and student section leader Logan Sheely thinks that high energy can have a big effect on the game.
You know, I think it'll affect it greatly. We got a great student section, great fans here, here to support the game. It's in blackout right now, so hopefully we're going to get a shutout.
Grain Valley student and sophomore Dawson had a total of 288 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. During halftime, Grain Valley student Caden Brooms was not impressed and believed they were not out of the game yet.
There's still a lot of time left. I'm not impressed. The refs low-key have it out for us, not gonna lie. We're coming back.
Junior quarterback Jonathan Ross managed to throw 192 passing yards and throw 3 touchdowns. Even though the game plan wasn't executed perfectly, offensive coordinator Coach Hewitt gave the team high praise, saying that not only did John and Nico have great games, but also that the entire team contributed to the final victory.
Well, it didn't go exactly as we planned, but John and Nico made a great play. They gave us an opportunity to win the game. Nico had a heck of a game, but so did a lot of other guys. A lot of guys made contributions tonight. Man, what a great team effort, and we just found a way to get it done at the end.
Junior running back Nico Burt had a total of 170 yards and 4 touchdowns. He believes that when going to the game like this one, you have to have a strong mindset.
Just gotta have a winner's mindset. Just gotta get as many yards as I can get and do what I can to help the offense.
This 41-34 win puts the Fort Osage Indians up against the Grain Valley Eagles in the conference. I'm Ryan Davidson, and I'm reporting for Travel Review.
Thanks, Ryan, Zach, and McKine. It was a great game. Really went down to the final minute.
It's always great to win against Grain Valley.
When we return, we'll see how students spend a day learning all about career options.
The yearly national average for distracted driving deaths is 3,000, with injuries eclipsing 400,000. I think the text can wait, so put down your phone and keep your eyes on the road.
Rudy Bear's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA is located in the heart of Westport at 4030 Broadway Boulevard. Bears Gym offers a multitude of classes ranging from MMA and wrestling to kids classes starting at 4 years old, where they cultivate the next generation of martial arts. Classes are available Monday through Sunday starting as early as 6 a.m. ending at 8:30 p.m. Your first class is free, so why not come try out here at Rudy Bears Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. Come train with the black belt himself, Rudy Bears, and come get some jiu-jitsu.
Welcome back, Fort O. The annual College and Career Fair Day at Fort took place this week. Tribal Review advisor Chance Parsons helped us map out our future.
We are here at the annual Fort Osage College and Career Fair Day, where over 30 vendors and colleges have set up to showcase future career opportunities.
I think it opens a lot of doors that some people might not be thinking of. It's also a good opportunity to get to meet people and stuff, so I think it's good. I don't know where I want to go yet, so just getting to see all the different options and stuff, it helps me be able to know what I want to do.
Students were required to choose 5 sessions from 51 unique presenters that each lasted 15 minutes long. Each session gave students insight into different career fields, some available directly after graduation.
What else? Somebody else. How can we move things up there? What do you see in the picture? Got train, ship. Oh, I'm super excited. Opportunity-wise, for me, it's just about showing kids out here that there's more than just Fort Osage or the high school, showing them that there's different opportunities all throughout the country, hopefully something different that they can pick up listening to me for just a couple minutes.
College and Career Fair Day is more important than ever for graduating high school seniors. According to the Education Data Initiative, undergraduate enrollment was up 3% across the U.S., totaling 19.2 million students.
For us, it just kind of promotes college in general. It helps us kind of display Northwest Missouri State to students and allow them to see what benefits we could provide for them if they go on to college. Find out if we're the right fit. If we're not the right fit, there's other schools they can look at and see where they belong after their high school journey. I think one thing students don't understand is they need to research all their options and see what's the best fit. Sometimes they go to the local school or a school that their parents have went to. They really need to explore all options and see where they might be the best fit and what's going to benefit them the most.
The event was orchestrated by Fort Osage staff as a tool to help students understand what opportunities are available to them, opening their eyes to choices they might not have considered otherwise.
I thought that I would be on my own. I never thought that I would start my own business.
It takes a lot of planning to put this on. I start in May, recruiting presenters to come in October. Obviously, every student makes their schedule, but it's my job to balance the classrooms to make sure there's not 50 in one session and no one in the next session. Printing that off, training teachers on what to do, and then problem solving when someone doesn't show up. I look at several things when I recruit presenters. First, I have a personal relationship with them, so I try and make sure they're really good speakers. Also, you guys get a survey in May that tells me what you want to do after you graduate high school. And so I look at your responses and I try and recruit presenters that fit most of those jobs. And I'm also insane and I rotate people every single year. So you will get new faces every year.
This wraps up another amazing year here at Fort Osage for the College and Career Fair. And we can't wait to see who joins us next year. I'm Chance Parsons reporting for Tribal Review.
Thanks, Mr. Parsons. I think my favorite was learning about education.
I think mine was learning about medical history.
Harper now joins us for the Indian Sports Report.
Hey Harper, it looks like you have all the latest fall sports results.
That's right, all the highlights and sports news after the break. Fort Osage's Parent Education Program helps to establish positive partnerships between home, school, and the community, and plays a vital role in supporting families and children from the very beginning towards school readiness. A trained parent educator provides personal visits with families to promote early learning, knowledge, and understanding of important developmental milestones. Periodic screenings increase parents' understanding of their children's developmental progress, as well as inform them of any possible delays. Early intervention for identified concerns help improve school readiness for young children. This program is a free program offered by the Fort Osage School District. Requirements are: families must reside in the Fort Osage School District, and families must be expecting a child or have one or more children under the age of 5. If you or anyone you know are interested, please call 816-650-7490 to enroll today.
What's up, Fordo? I'm Harper Allen, and here's this week's Indian Sports Report. On Thursday, October 16th, the men's soccer team hosted Harrisonville and defeated the Wildcats in a nail-biting 2-1 win. On October 20th, Fort Osage hosted Raytown Blue Jays in a must-win conference matchup. Fort went the distance to defeat the Blue Jays 5-0. Then the soccer team traveled to Ruskin to take on the Eagles and won 8-0. Congratulations to them on clinching the conference championship after their win over Raytown. The volleyball team hosted the Truman Patriots on October 16th and defeated the Patriots in 3 sets. Yesterday, they traveled to the Blue Springs High School for the first round of the district tournament and fell to the Wildcats in 3 sets. Congrats on an amazing season. The annual Junior vs. Senior Powder Puff game took place Wednesday, October 22nd. The juniors emerged victorious by a score of 30-12. After this loss, the seniors' Powder Puff record falls to 0-2. Last Friday, the football team hosted Grand Valley and defeated the Eagles 41-34. Tonight, they take on the Chrisman Bears for their last regular season matchup. Ahead of this game, we bring you Riley's Red Zone.
Hey Fordo, I'm Riley Morris, and tonight you are watching Riley's Red Zone. Later this evening, Fort will face off against the William Chrisman Bears for the last game before heading into playoffs. Junior running back Nicholas Burt has been a key player for the Indians' offense this year. With a total of 7 touchdowns this season, I caught up with him to ask how he thinks the offense can carry on their momentum for their last regular season game.
The offense has definitely changed a lot since the beginning. We honestly weren't the best coming out, but recently we've been really shining and just doing our job and holding each other accountable, and it's really shown success against other teams, and hopefully we can bring that farther going into the playoffs.
Freshman safety Maurice Whitley just recently joined the starting roster after Nunez's injury. I caught up with him to talk about what it's like to experience joining the varsity team during his first year of football.
It's a big step. The game gets a lot faster, like you wouldn't expect it, but I just gotta not get a big head and act like it's normal.
Kickoff is at 7 o'clock at Fort Osage High School, and you can watch it on Mission TV. But before we take you to the action, let's see tonight's matchups. I'm Riley Morris, and this is Riley's Red Zone.
Well, that's it for the Indian Sports Report. I'm Harper Allen. Malia and Tegan will have more news after the break.
Tammy Sue's is a community-based upcycle mercantile shop on 309 South Hudson Street, Buckner, Missouri. This is the perfect community-based place to get all the decor and accessories you could ever want. Tammy Sue's has a wide variety of items for yourself, home, gifts, and others. Tammy Sue's includes soaps, earrings, outside decor, inside decor, flowers, and much more. All these unique items come at an affordable price just for you. Tammy Sue's also offers a variety of make and take classes. Come to Tammy Sue's Upcycle Mercantile, where new meets old. Come shop today.
Keeping up with the spirit of student futures, myself and Julie Olvera Cornish found out what seniors plan on doing post-graduation.
College application season is just around the corner for the class of 2026.
We asked Fort Osage seniors what they're doing to prepare for these next few chapters in their life.
What's your name? Kendra Moore. And what college do you see yourself attending next year?
Kansas University.
And what are you majoring in?
Psychology. Can I have your name?
Sean Pleasantme.
And what college did you apply for?
I applied for Mizzou and got accepted.
Why did you choose Mizzou?
Well, they offered me a $50,000 scholarship through the Casey Scholars Network to attend there, and I can just see myself there on campus.
Perfect! What's your name?
My name is Stephen Thomas.
And what are your plans after high school?
My future plans are I'm joining the Marine Corps and I'm going to be a soldier.
All right. Thank you.
Name?
Connor Elliott.
And what are your plans after high school?
Joining a union and doing pipe fitting.
Have those plans changed since freshman year?
No.
What's your name?
My name is Isaac Ward.
And what are your plans after high school?
My plan is to go to college and study forensic science or biology.
All right. Thank you.
What is your name?
My name's Alina Wackerman.
And where do you plan on going for college?
I think I want to go to Mizzou. I applied and got accepted already, and my parents went there, so it just sounds like a good option for me, and I want to go pre-med.
And who helped you during the application process?
My dad helped me because he went through a similar process, so yeah.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Alexis Dang.
And what colleges have you been looking at?
Currently, I'm looking at UMKC and MU.
And what are you planning to major in?
I'm planning to major in architecture.
All right. Thank you.
And what's your name?
Jenna Lehan.
And what are your plans after high school?
I plan on going to the Navy.
How did you decide to do that?
Just kind of decided. I don't really know. Just kind of hit my brain and then, yeah.
Perfect.
What's your name?
Aubrey Miller.
And what colleges do you apply for?
Northwest and Mizzou.
And what did you major in?
Business management.
Thank you.
Wait, Malia, what do you plan on doing after high school?
I plan on going to UCM and majoring in secondary education, speech, and theater. What about you, Jolie?
Well, I plan on going to Wichita State University and majoring in forensics. I'm Jolie Vera Cornish.
I'm Aaliyah Arnold.
And we're reporting for Tribal Review. Go Shockers.
Thanks, Millie and Julie. This really got me thinking where I want to go in my future.
I'll be at UCM in the fall of 2026. The Fort Osage National Honor Society will hold their annual haunted house on Wednesday, October 29th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Fort Osage High School Fieldhouse. Join us for a night of games, fun, and trick-or-treating. The cost for entry is $2 or 2 canned goods per child. All proceeds will go to our local Community Service League's food pantry.
Fort Osage High School will welcome all veterans in our community, including non-alumni, to our Alumni Veteran Salute on November 10th at 1 p.m. Please RSVP to Stephanie at 816-650-7019 or smith@fortosage.net.
The Disability Awareness Committee has a school spirit store open until October 26th. The money raised from the purchase of spiritware goes directly back into our schools and classrooms in the Fort Osage School District. If you don't want to pay shipping, there are instructions at the top of every item. The discount code is PICKUP, all one word.
It's another week and it's time for us to highlight another great book. Let's check out this week's Attic Treasure.
It's October, it's still spooky season, and it's a great opportunity for you to read about something that you've always heard about, urban legends. This is an illustrated history of urban legends by Adam Boardman. It is a full color book that takes you through urban legends from long ago to urban legends in the current era. It's also one of this year's Reading Challenge books. So you have to read 3 of these, come and talk to us about them, and then you get to attend our cookies, cake, pizza, and soda group in March.
As always, if you're looking for more news and information about Fort Osage High School, you can always find additional coverage at fohssignal.net.
There you will find stories about the students and activities of the school, so check it out today.
Well, that's it for today's show. I'm Aaliyah Arnold.
I'm Tegan Shockley.
I'm Braden Eiston.
And I'm Harp Brown. Thanks for joining us today, and be sure to tune in next week. We now send it over to Tomahawk Sports Talk for your weekly sports update.
Welcome back to Tomahawk Sports Talk, where we bring you all the news and updates from Fort Osage Sports. I'm Blake Overbeck.
I'm Braden Eiston.
And I'm Matthew Scholl. Let's get right into it as we talk about the exciting game of the Indians versus the Eagles at home. Braden's going to say his talking points from there.
So, yeah, football moves to 5-3 in a very exciting victory against rival Green Valley Eagles, 41-34. I mean, I think you guys can agree that was probably one of the best games.
Well, that's the kind of game you want to see from a rivalry game, too. Like, it's just exciting to watch.
I mean, what I've picked apart from every single year, it's been a very close game between these two teams. And it's always like a one-score game, and there's always very deciding factors that you can tell throughout. So I believe this is a season-changing victory. I mean, just seeing in the locker room, you can see there's a lot more confidence and belief in the program than there was before this victory. But this game overall was very brawlish, very physical. as you can expect from this type of rivalry. So before the game, these two teams met in the end zone and kind of set the tone. I mean, I thought it was
I thought something was about to go down.
Yeah, no.
Because as soon as I saw you guys running out, I saw Green Valley was huddled there. I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so Green Valley did get unsportsmanlike conduct from that. So Indians started from the 50, and Austin Sinclair booted it into the field goal. Would have been good for 3. So then, but overall in this game, there was 20 penalties combined and multiple late hits. I mean, you look at the late. I mean, that's kind of what killed Green Valley there during the beginning. They committed so many penalties to kind of hurt themselves. And you see there that, like, I believe they committed 4 more penalties. They committed 4 less penalties than the Indians, but they still amounted for, like, 6 more penalty yards. So the fact that they didn't keep their cool was very evident whenever you see in the beginning of the fourth quarter with 11 minutes left, the Indians were up 34-13 at a point looking to quickly just beat to victory, but they gave up 21 unanswered points in 5 minutes of game time. So there was touchdowns of 69, 66, and 45 yards. They faced a very good running back, though. It was a sophomore, Dawson Heed. He had 22 carries for 261 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Grand Valley Eagles. So that's definitely something they can definitely look forward to in the future. As like, hey, we might have lost this tough game, but at least we can take that in. Well, that was supposed to be my alarm. But this game did go down to the last possession, and eventually the Grand Valley Eagles' inability to pass the ball eventually caught up to them. They only had 59 passing yards all game. And then and for the last play of the game, very interesting decision to throw a flow screen out there. And you see their starting quarterback, number 10, was not out there for around the last couple possessions of the game for them. I think that's very evident that they aren't very confident in their passing game. And I feel like that'll eventually come out to hurt them during the playoffs. And especially on third down, you can see that the Indians were 9 for 13 on first down, while Grand Valley was 2 for 8. I mean, when you continue to be on the field for third down and the other team just can't get off the field on third down, then that's very, very telling on what type of game this is going to be. But then you look, the Indians had a very great offensive game. They fired on all cylinders, 192 passing and 187 rushing yards. And I definitely think the player of the game was Nico Burt here. 4 touchdown night for him, 13 carries for 82 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 6 receptions for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns, including the game winner. I mean, when you have someone, he will run the ball down your throat, and then he led the team in receiving. So I think Nico's breakout has been very key for the Indians. Don't you think so, Blake?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game for him, especially to match. It's good to see like someone on our team matched their guy too, because I mean, if we didn't have Nico, then we probably don't win that game because number 1 was so good for them.
Yeah, and another key spotlight for the offense is John Ross using his feet, using that mobility. I mean, you saw him in the pocket, didn't you, Blake? He's just ducking and weaving all over the place.
Yeah, he evaded many sacks. Like, there were times I thought he was going down, and he made a play out of it, so it was a great game.
Yeah, I think that's very key because he also used his scrambling ability a lot more than he usually does. And I feel like that'll definitely free up the pass game. It'll make teams respect him more as a rusher because he can definitely use his leg to extend plays, and we saw that on Friday. But next week, this Friday, you can catch it on Huddle TV. Fort Osage Indians play Chrisman at home. Chrisman's 3-5, but they're no team to sleep on. This will be the cancer awareness game for the Indians, so it'll mean a lot to a lot of players being able to come out there and support their loved ones who have been affected by it. But there's no team to sleep on, like I said. Besides loss of losses to Grand Valley and Platte County in the first 3 weeks of the season. They've only lost in one possession games, and then this past week they beat Raytown 40-16, and that's a dominant win. And they will definitely bring that confidence into Fort Osage.
Yeah.
On Friday. And I think that's very key because last time the Indians played, when the Indians played Raytown, it was 30-28. So it's very key to see the difference between that. And I think another key point is their offense. They run a veer option type of offense. So the Indians have played this type of offense before with Kearney. And the thing is, you have to stay on all your responsibilities, or there will be a big play, and that's what I think that Coach Bull and the Indians have been focusing on all week. But they cannot let this be a trap game, and they cannot let Chrisman catch them just because they're Chrisman. You know what I mean? And I believe that's all for football as we move on to volleyball.
Oh, volleyball! I believe they ended their season the other night. They ended 21-10-1. Their last game being Truman at home, winning 3-0. This season has been the best season best record at least, for the volleyball team in over 15 years. So obviously a great season so far. They go into districts facing Blue Springs, the 23rd. It's a very winnable game, but the Indians still have to be on their A game. Just continue what they've been doing all season. Take that momentum from the end of the season, that little winning streak that they had, take it into districts, and hopefully have a pretty good run. So if Blue Springs beats Blue Springs, odds are they'll play 1 seed, Lee Summit West. Fort Osage being the 5 seed, that puts them right in the middle of the 8 teams in the tournament, I guess 10-ish. Following that, on the other side of the bracket, we have Lee Summit North facing Chrisman, and then Ray Peck playing Lee Summit. So obviously some tough competition, and but nobody that the Indians can't handle. Obviously, looking at their season, beat a lot of good teams. So we'll see what they can do. Hopefully make a late run. Continuing with girls sports, we got softball, who recently lost their district game to Lee Summit North in spectacular fashion. They were 4 seed. Lee Summit North was 5 seed. They lost 17 innings, 1-2 game in the first district game, which is, obviously kind of tragic. Following that, if they won, they would have had a tough game in Blue Springs South, which Lee Summit North put up a good fight, 6-9. But congrats to the Grand Valley Eagles for winning softball districts. They kind of flew through all the competition. They had a great game against Blue Springs South for the district title, but not too much to say about softball season. Wasn't there what they were looking for, as we've been saying. They competed with a couple good teams, but they just couldn't pull together in the end. Obviously they had a lot of close games. I know that's the story with baseball a lot of the time, like a few key mistakes, and you feel like your season could be turned around. And I feel like just looking at some of these games, I feel like that's some of the way softball could have went. Had a much better record, easier time in districts, but it is what it is. Just how it goes.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. You see definite flashes of success there, but it's just not sustained throughout the season. I think you definitely see this team, and I bet Coach Sullivan sees this team and thinks, hey, we can be really good next year, because they're returning a lot of players, and I believe that they will be even better next year. You see they have very key wins. Like, you see that Smith-Cotton game that went, however much innings? 20 innings. You can see that they definitely have competitiveness. You definitely see they have that fire in them. But it's just about bringing that together. I think one more year of them gelling together, I think we'll see a very good, rejuvenated girls softball team next year. I believe golf is next, so
I'll talk about golf. So it was a great season for the girls golf team. They won multiple tournaments, and they won conference for the first time in program history, which is huge.
And don't forget that they won a tournament for the first time, too.
Yeah. two medalists went on during the conference tournament, Ava Adler and Jordan Davis, who are both juniors. So that's a positive outlook for next season. And I check out the story I wrote on The Signal about girls golf winning conference. I sat down with Coach Wilson and interviewed him, and he was very proud of his team because, girls golf hasn't always been the light of Fort Osage. So for them to go out and win a conference tournament, everybody is just so happy and excited for what they accomplished this year, and there's no reason they can't do it again next year with all their returners. So that's always good.
Yeah, and then, it's a great season for girls golf, of course, as girls tennis last week ended off their season against North Kansas City. Of course, a disappointing season for them. They definitely would have liked it to be better. But I feel like next year, same as softball, they're definitely going to come out, with more intensity, more focus next year. They know what it feels like now. As now we move on to boys soccer, who's having quite the great season right now. Blake, can you run us through that?
Yeah, so right now, as of October 22nd, Wednesday, we are 13-4. Soon to hopefully be 14-4 after we play Ruskin tonight. But we've been on a roll recently, whereas last Wednesday we beat Belton, probably the conference championship, 2-1 in PKs, very physical. It was a great comeback after we lost to them 1-0 early in the season. I scored in the first half, and then Belton got it back on a PK, of course, which always sucks. But, sometimes you just got to live with it. But the Indians stuck with it, and then we played hard till the end, lasted both overtimes, then we won in PKs after Logan made a huge save, and then one of the Belton players blasted it over the bar. And then on Thursday, we played Harrisonville, which is a non-conference game. Both teams were very worn out. You can tell it was very sloppy. Some younger guys got some playing time, which is always good. As this year, especially, they really haven't. It's been mostly the starters and then a few subs throughout the games because they've been so tight. So it was good to get some of the younger guys in. I scored in the the second half on a PK, and then Connor Barlow scored after Ryan Rodriguez blasted a shot that just hit Connor and went in, but good for Connor. And then on Monday, the Indians took on Raytown, which is another get-back game after Raytown beat them 1-0. It was a 5-0 win, so it's just great for the Indians to come out and show who they are and not let Raytown think they have a chance again. And then also it puts the Indians in a great spot for a conference win because there's 2 games left in the season. At Ruskin tonight, or yesterday when the episode comes out, and then at home versus Platte County next Monday. So if the Indians win tonight against Ruskin, they're guaranteed to at least share conference with somebody, probably Grand Valley. But if we win tonight and then also win Monday, then we're the sole conference winners. So that's obviously our goal because we don't want to share a conference title, especially with Grand Valley. So we're going to go out there and try our best to win both those games and be the sole conference winners and then take all that momentum in the districts and hopefully get a win.
Yeah, I feel like winning conference for the boys soccer team will be huge. That'll be the second team that's won conference so far for in the Suburban White Conference.
Suburban White, yep.
Yeah. So that's very huge. As I believe that's all we have for you today. Of course, if you want more news and information, you could hit up FOHSsignal.net or you could hop on YouTube, FOHS Broadcasting. So I'm Brandon Eisen.
I'm Blake Overbeck.
And I'm Matthew Scholl.
And I'll see you next time.